Hey guys, welcome back to Fergy News. Kat here, the best of all the Fergy News presenters. We have our Mr. Mayor here today, Mayor Guffey. He's coming to Syndicate C, obviously, because best syndicate, duh. And yeah.
Upper Hutt City Council, we're one of about 67 councils around the country, but as a council, we look after Upper Hutt. Saying to us, actually, why are you, let's say for instance, and we've had that discussion, why are we driving around in petrol cars? Kylie will say, if we invest in or put our fleet into electric cars, or some of them, we've got part of that is the costing and what does it mean, but Kylie will come to us and say, if we do that as a council, then this will save, and this is what it means. And of course, one of the important things from council's point of view is, I as a mayor and the council can be saying things to the community, but if we're not doing what we preach, then it's not a good look. And so it's Kylie's role when she comes to me and the council to say, look at this, here's what you will save, this is what the emissions will be, this is what, and then we go, okay, we're building a new swimming pool. There's a big involvement with Kylie's department in that. What sort of materials do we build it out of? Remember, one of the worst issues is about building big concrete monuments, if you like, big concrete buildings. That's not good for the footprint on the planet. So Kylie was involved and staff saying these are the sort of things we need to be doing. One of the driving forces, say going back to the new swimming pool, was the fact that whilst the old one was great, it was 20 odd years old, it was really inefficient.
And it ran on gas predominantly, which is one of the fossil fuels, so gas is what helps speed.
Citizens of the future, it's long-term goals. You obviously weren't born a mayor. Were you a pharmacist before you?
I was a pharmacist before.
Okay. Just thinking about these children, maybe one day some of them will be councillors, so how does that happen?
Well, I hope someone's going to be the mayor.
Yeah.
Or the Prime Minister. Because that's the one thing in our country that you can't say about lots of countries around the world. I tell you now, you don't need to be born in this country into a privileged position. If you want to be a mayor, a Prime Minister in this country, you can be. And that's really important because in lots of countries, unless you're born in a sort of privileged position, or have lots of money,
Go to the right school. Yeah.
you have got no chance. But that is not the case in our country. And that's something we cherish. And so there could be a future Prime Minister or a future mayor right here.
So how often do you hold elections for the council?
So the council, we have in Upper Hutt, we have elections every 3 years. So the next elections for the mayor and councillors, so in Upper Hutt we have one mayor and we have 10 councillors. So the next elections will be October 2025, so that's about 17 months away next year. And 18, when you turn 18, you can all vote, and that's a really important thing to be doing. When we don't say, oh, we don't make a difference. When you turn 18, encourage you all to make sure that you take an interest, whether it's local government or central government, and cast your vote, because I tell you, what's really important about that is that you've had your say on the future of whether it's your community, our city, or our country. We've all got to have our say of where the direction we want it. So next year, you guys will be a bit young to vote, but your mums and dads, maybe brothers and sisters and grandparents, they will all vote. So it's every 3 years here, just to say, and it's on the local government elections are on next year, and then the central government elections are the following year. There is some discussion in this country now that maybe they get done at the same time. So the present government's looking at maybe suggesting that it might be better for voter turnout for both local and central, that they may dovetail in at the same time.
We have a few questions here from
Sure.
the students. They're going to cover some of these, but looking at the local environment, Dahlia and Hazel.
Where's Dahlia and Hazel?
Oh,
All right, good.
Dahlia's not here. What's causing the river to be unhealthy, and what can we do to help?
That's a good question. Do you think they're still swimming? Well, it's a whole combination. But look, one of the issues we've got, and let me tell you, why we've got to take what you've been studying seriously, because it's people with grey hair like me and my generation that ruin the planet. That's the fact. And so we have a responsibility for you people, because I know you will be driving it, and there's an expectation that we, if you like, fix what we've ruined. And the river's a good example of that. One of the things that's caused those problems, obviously, is this leaching and across with agriculture from around the area, and we extract too much out of it to survive, to live effectively, and that's in crude terms, isn't it, Kylie?
Yeah. So you might have heard of the toxic algae that happens in the rivers. So that's caused by a low amount of water in the river and high temperatures in the summer. So shallow water and warm sun means that the water warms up, and it makes it a really good breeding ground for toxic algae to grow. So if we leave more water in the river, then we'll have a healthier river. And the other thing as well is the drains that you see on the streets. The drains lead to streams, and streams lead to rivers, and the rivers lead to the sea. So if you see any rubbish or anything like that anywhere on the street, that could end up in the river and eventually in the sea. A lot of people don't know that connection.
Because you see people pouring things down the drain, and that eventually, like Kylie said, heads to the river, and then out to the sea.
There's a question from Jack.
Where's Jack?
Jack, it doesn't say which Jack. Yeah. Do you think the number of people living, well, he says in poverty in our city is increasing or decreasing, but could you just start by saying, is the number of people in this city increasing or decreasing?
The number of people are increasing. We're now just short of 50,000 in Upper Hutt. And the projections are for the city to continue growing over the next 20 to 30 years. We need to find the projection for the next 25 years is about, we need to build another probably 10,000 homes to accommodate the growth factor that's been predicted. So we're about 50,000, and when you think about that, that's grown, because when I was your age, Upper Hutt was about 20,000.
So linking to what Kylie said, where's the water coming from?
Well, that's a good question. We're having that debate now, and we're a bit behind the times, because the Wellington region, let me tell you, so we have a lot of regional meetings, and we work regionally, so that includes Kapiti, Porirua, Wellington City, Lower Hutt, Upper Hutt, and the 3 councils in the Wairarapa. And we need to be looking at a new source of water. We have, at the moment, the water that we all drink and use comes from the aquifer. It comes from, effectively, a stream that flows under here and under us here through the Tone. Water.
From, who can only be described as a petrol, Jimmy, who loves internal combustion engines and going fast on noisy things. He says, are you planning, I don't know if you are planning, to make places for people to free ride dirt bikes? I imagine the answer is no, but recreational pursuits like that for communities.
No, but I'll tell you what was worth doing is that next year, in the annual plans, that's the sort of suggestion that you, as a group, or if you want to do, is you put what they call a submission or right into the council to consider that, because one of the important things is for me is we actually do spend money for things for young people to do, and not so young. Older people can do it, but certainly from the point of view of developing cycle tracks through the bush and other things, certainly. But that's worthwhile doing, because that's something. The skate park only originated because of suggestions from younger people.
Joseph asked, how do you decide what happens with your rates? But how much do you bring in from rates? How much is in your pocket, Mr. Duffy?
Well, well, we could do with a bit more at the moment. But it's look, to be honest, it's no different to how your mum and dad operate at home. There's you look at what needs to be done, and I call that basics. Just like making sure the footpaths and the roads, etc. So investment into replacing pipes, etc. Those are things that you have to do, and that takes up a certain amount of what money that you get from rates. Remember, one of the things that we in Upper Hutt, our 80% of our income comes from rates. We don't have, unlike some cities where we don't have an airport, we don't have port, or others where there's other income coming in.
Kia ora, no mahalo mai. You can sit down. You can sit down if you want. You can sit down if you want. So this is what we learned in a term and a half, getting ready for our first performance at Hutfest in a few weeks. So we're nearly there. We've still got some musical instruments. We've got quite a few leaders away today, but they'll give it the all. Go, Kenny!
O kia mai! Ko nā ke rawa ko whai tai tai toru wha. I ngā whāua ki te whakuri o taro, e rua na tangi whai o ana. Ko nā ke rawa ko whai tai tai, o ngā tikuna e tēnei moana. E tangi whānau i, e tangi whānau i, o rua e matai nui nei.
Thank you for watching this Fergy News special.